Hello, my name is Fernanda Martínez, and I'm going to talk about the topic of natural selection. Natural selection is one of the basic mechanisms of evolution along with mutation, migration, and genetic drift. It consists of a process which includes the stages of variation, differential reproduction, which refers to the idea that the organisms that are best adapted to an environment will survive to their reproductive age and have offspring of their own, and finally, to heredity. This presentation contains different examples of natural selection. In the first one, it is possible to observe that it is an example about mice. There are two types of mice in the population. Some are black and some are tan. Tan mice are easier to see to predators and therefore are an easier prey than the black mice. Thus, black mice have a higher probability of surviving till their reproductive age and having offspring of their own. In consequence, the population of black mice will increase and the population of tan mice will decrease. The next example of natural selection involves bacteria. In this example, we can see that there is a population of mainly susceptible bacteria which contains a minority group of resistant bacteria. When antibiotics are applied or are used against this group of bacteria, the major part of the susceptible bacteria population won't survive the antibiotics. Therefore, the small group that will actually survive will be more resistant to antibiotics, and with reproduction, with heredity, and with time, the result will be a population of mainly resistant bacteria. Now I'm going to talk about the first stage in the natural selection process, which is variation in traits. There are different causes of variation. The first one is mutation, and it is the original source of variation. The second one is meiosis. And the third one is sexual reproduction. But in species that do not carry out sexual reproduction, the only source of variation is mutation. Now, there are different characteristics, which are denominated adaptations, that make an individual suited to its environment and way of life. These characteristics develop over time through evolution, and they do not develop during the lifetime of one individual. The characteristics that do develop during the lifetime of an individual are known as acquired characteristics, and in contrast with adaptations, they can't be inherited to offspring. These are the most important and general concepts and examples of natural selection, which is also known as the survival of the fittest.